good day everyone, and welcome to another video here at Mommy Guide Inc. For today, I'm going to take you to Eustis, Florida, actually to the MFT Boutique and headquarters. In this video, you will get to meet the owner herself, Kim, of course, and then the CEO, Jody, and the head of their social media department, Ashley, and I was also able to meet Angie, one of the staff in the warehouse, who actually is part of the team that brings together or prepares the packages so that we can receive them when we order it. Okay, so without further ado, I know you would rather see this than listen to me, so here it is. I hope that you sit down, relax, and enjoy this awesome video. Welcome to MFT, guys, head office. This is MFT Boutique Shop, and joining us for today is actually the amazing people behind MFT. Of course, the owner herself, Miss Kim, and of course, we have Jody and Ashley as well with us. Actually, you met Angie a while back, so now let's do some more interview or talk about MFT stamps more. All right, so hi Kim, say hi to everyone.
Hello.
Okay, hi there. Okay, so Kim, how did the company started? So how did MFT start?
It's really kind of a cool story, and I never ever tire of talking about it. I was with a very dear friend who had introduced me to stamping when I was about 8 months pregnant with our youngest, Emma, and she invited me to a stamping party. I had no idea what it was I was supposed to go to. I really honestly thought it was about collecting stamps, but she brought me a catalog, a Stampin' Up! Catalog, and I ordered the fancy occasions, or
all occasions.
All occasions.
Because that was
stamp
also
set.
my
Yes.
first stamp set.
Yes. All occasions stamp set, and I ordered a Night of Navy stamp pad, and then I got those things and realized I didn't have any cardstock, I didn't have anything to color them with, I didn't have a paper trimmer, so I went to Michael's and spent like $100, and then I had $140 into this whole stamping thing. And then decided that clearly I needed to make my own cards to make the money back. And then thought about, gosh, how much money I could save by making my own cards. So then that gave me permission to order a bunch more stuff. So it never really worked out that way. I've decided that me making my own card, it's probably $300 a card by now. If I'm being honest, but there's been so much joy. Pretty soon after that, I lost my mom, a couple months after I lost my youngest brother, and I had this newborn baby at home. So I couldn't constantly be in grief because she was so new, and I didn't want to saddle her with all of that, but it gave me a place where I could set my grief aside. Even it was just for an hour, 2 hours, something like that. It gave me a space to stop grieving and allow some joy in. And I cannot tell you how cathartic and magical that was. So about a year later, my friend that had invited me to that initial stamping party, we were at a stamp fest in Orlando, and we were waiting for the nighttime session of the Make and Take event. And we could hear all of the vendors in the convention room starting to set up, and they were building their booths, and we could hear all of that. And she made a comment to me about how cool it would be to be on the other side of that, to know what the new products were before anybody else did, to just be part of that kind of inner working. And I decided that night that I was going to do that. And that became my birthday present for myself in the year of 2006. I registered my domain name. I did things like 1 week and one step at a time, because I know for me, I can get pretty easily overwhelmed. And so if I had like this whole, monumental set of tasks to accomplish, it wasn't going to work very well. But so I gave myself like a task a week. So 1 week was to register my domain name, and 1 week was to file for my business license, and just like little bit by little bit, I went to the office supply store, and at the time they had literally $100 build your own website kits. So that's what I really started with. It was terrible looking. There's no other way to describe it other than it was terrible looking. But my husband's brother built custom websites, so he asked me what I would like ours to look like, and I told him, and he built the whole thing. And that's kind of how MFT began.
Oh, thanks so much for sharing that awesome line. Right, so we know, I didn't know, so that was, now I love MFT more, right? Because it was born out of, something that was so cathartic, and I'm sure everybody would understand about that. My passion also for crafting came out as, because I was so stressed. I needed an outlet, right? So thank you so much for starting MFT Stamps, Kim. All right, so also joining Kim, I know, are some of the awesome people behind your awesome team. So maybe you would want to introduce yourself one by one. Let's start with maybe Ashley. Okay.
So hi, my name is Ashley Trinidad, and I am the social media director, and I am also one of the couple people that you'll talk to through customer service if you ever email us. My job is to really include and bring the community together, especially on an online platform. With us being international, sometimes it's hard for us to really reach out and touch base with other people because we're located in Eustis, Florida, but you guys are in the Philippines. And so the way that we're able to communicate is online through our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, I think it's called X now, our Threads account, TikTok, we are on there now. And then we also have a really great community on Facebook called MFT Insiders, which is about 16,000 other crafters that are just like you and that enjoy the hobby, that share their favorite cards that they've made using MFT products. It's also where we alert you guys to sales and different challenges going on. But it's basically a hub where you can escape everything that's going on in your normal day-to-day life and really connect. We've had people that have found lifelong friends through there, crafting buddies. We've had people that have come up to us at shows that are like, oh, I met so-and-so there, and now look, we're at the craft show together and we're rooming together. And so we found that crafting really brings people together, and social media, we use that as a tool to be able to continue to do that. So.
Thank you so much for having MFT Insiders. Actually, that's how I actually find my way through here, because I didn't know where to go. So I posted in our group in MFT Insiders, said, guys, I'm in Florida. I want to go to the shop where I can probably have a class or so. I'll just be here. And people started commenting, oh, they're in this and that. Okay, this is where they are. So they told me the address. And then what time can I go there? Okay, you know what? Maybe email them, right? So people started telling me what to do. So the community is awesome, guys, and it's free to join, right? So just head on to MFT Insiders on Facebook, right? There you go. All right, thank you so much, Ashley. Also joining us is another team member, Jody.
Hello.
Hi, Jody.
So I have to tell you how I met Jody.
Okay.
Oh yes, it's a
'Cause
lovely
that's-
story.
Yeah, it really
Sorry,
is.
guys.
So in 2008,
A long time ago.
I was invited to an Arlington swap
In Texas.
in Texas. So the big card swaps where you'd bring, your card and then all the supplies to have everybody else make your card, and then you made everybody else's cards and went through the room. And Jody was there, and I met her for the first time and told her how nice it was to meet her. And there was something that kind of happened in the exchange that I've never really experienced other than with my husband, in that it felt like I had known her all my life. So I kept telling her all day long how nice it was to meet her. And I mean, it was at least a dozen times. I mean, really, it was a little probably obnoxious, but
And you're making me teary-eyed, of course. Did you see?
I know. You always get teary-eyed at this story, but it was like I had found my platonic soulmate. I literally felt the same kind of feelings when I met my husband, but obviously this was just a friendship, but it was like I'd known her my whole life. I don't know how to explain it beyond that. And I kept telling her all day long. And that day, we'd made the offer, look, if you ever want to join another design team, because she had sworn off joining any more design teams. She had like this huge blog post
It was
about,
a thing.
I'm never gonna do it. She'd had one experience with it and it wasn't a positive one. So she just decided, I'm never gonna do this again. But, we kind of said, look, if you are ever gonna do this again, I hope you'll consider us and we will take you any way we can get you. So a few weeks after I had gotten home from this Arlington swap, Jody called and said, I've been thinking about it. I think I'd really like to join. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, well, wait a minute. Do you not want me? Like, what am I hearing in your voice? And I said, I'm surprised, but absolutely we want you. It wasn't like a pretend promise. It was like for real. And so she joined the team, and pretty quickly, Jody created like this whole job for herself. So initially, she had the job of creating this one newsletter a month, and it was gonna be for $50 whole.
I was rolling in the dough.
Rolling in the dough, big money. And she was working with someone else on the team, and they were picking out the images, and then she was gonna do the verbiage behind the images. And so after that first newsletter, she said, I really like doing this, but I wanna do it on my own. It's gonna be easier for me to talk about the images if it's something that I've chosen. And I said, well, okay, that makes sense. I can find another job for the other person that was working, and I did. It wasn't any problem at all. And she was like, okay, you found another job for her, and you let me have my way. And it wasn't like an attitude-ish thing or anything like that. It was just genuinely she wanted to do it on her own because she felt like she could write more passionately about something that she'd chosen. And so she started that, and very quickly, Jody created a whole full-time job for herself. She would contact me and she would be like, this image is missing a line here. And it was absolutely right. We were missing a line there. And, hey, I think this could be better if you did this, this, or this. And it was absolutely right. It would have been better had we done this, this, or this. And then we started doing this, this, this. So very quickly, Jody created this entire job for herself based on what was going to make MFT better. It wasn't anything that she was trying to do. It was just something that was kind of like a natural byproduct. And she just so quickly became completely invaluable. And so in addition to her really being the right hand and driving force behind MFT, she very quickly became my dearest friend and confidant. And there is nothing that will ever replace her. There's no one that could ever replace her. And I just love her so dearly, so dearly.
Aww.
I do love you. So now that you have us all teary-eyed.
Jeez. I thought we were gonna have a crafty interview. Yes. Let me collect myself here. All right. So I am Jody, and Kim has already told you all about me, but I am officially the Chief Operating Officer. So I just keep all the balls rolling, all of the pieces in place, and I do a little bit of everything around here.
A lot of everything. Don't let her fool you.
Yes. Kim likes to joke that I'm her boss.
She is my boss. That is not a joke.
Yeah, but MFT's been just the biggest blessing in my life, and I met my best friend. I met some of the most amazing people ever that I consider, you know, my friends and family, just in terms of who I work with and even the customers. I like to tease that I bleed pink and black. You know, MFT is my home, and it's kind of, you know, what I live for. So it's not just work for me.
All right, thank you so much for that, Jody, Kim, and Ashley. Okay, so now let's talk about, you know, I know people are very excited about, you know, the things that are to come when it comes to MFT stamps, right? So the pandemic has somehow limited most of us in terms of, you know, production, productivity, and all of these things, but not creativity though. We still did all of those things no matter what. Okay, so what are, like, you know, of course we can't talk about the nitty-gritty details, but, you know, somehow like the avenue in terms of, are we having more classes here in this awesome place? What is it? Tiny, you know, just a teaser of what is.
We absolutely are starting classes back up in the store. We initially shut the store down after we had already been kind of shut for the past year and a half for the pandemic. And the plan was to lease the space out because it's a beautiful space. It had just been closed. As soon as we kind of closed the store, I knew that I wasn't happy with that decision. It hurt my heart. And so we never made it available for lease. I couldn't do it. Whenever I was asked about it, it was just, I just wasn't ready. And then I decided last year.
I don't remember, but you decided that we were going to reopen the store.
We were going to reopen the store. The store means a lot to me. And a lot of that is because of community. Like, there's so few stores anymore. There aren't many places for us as a community to gather, to be able to meet and enjoy that same hobby that we all do, because we're such a special breed. We're such, I believe fully, and I will go down believing this, but we are such a warm-hearted, genuine group of people. And all we want to do is make cool stuff because it's cathartic for us, but then also to give it away. There's an equal amount of joy in watching someone's reaction that we were able to create this with our two hands, and to see a smile and like a warm heart from them getting this and enjoying it. There's just so much love involved in what we do, and it's so special. We're just such a special group of people. I don't know of many other hobbies, and there could be a ton and I'm just not aware of them, and that's wonderful if it's true, but you know, we fly all over the world to meet each other. Yeah, and we've only met online, and I will say, with a couple of exceptions, all of my dearest, deepest friends who know me at the core level, that know all the good, the bad, the ugly, are all from this hobby. And I'm still in touch with them. Even if they're not stamping anymore, I'm still in touch with them because they're my dearest friends. And I don't know how many hobbies that's true of, where you really meet your best friends and the people that you love and you count on for the whole of the rest of your life. I don't know how common that is, but it's common with stamping. And it's such a privilege and an honor to be able to be a part of it, and then to get to design the coolest products ever for people that we love. I mean, truly, there couldn't be a bigger dream come true. There just couldn't.
Thank you so much, Kim, Jody, and Ashley. I know this has been a dream come true for me. Right? Thank you for making one of my dreams come true, to actually be able to interview you, meet with you, and see this amazing place that you have, and I'm so glad that you reopened it. And I'm sure that more crafters will be coming here, not just for classes, but for the amazing things that are yet to come with MFT stamps. So again, please invite them over, Ashley, to the community.
So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, pretty much any place that you're social at MFT Stamps. Once you make it over to our Facebook page, we have 2 other Facebook groups that you can join. One's going to be MFT Insiders. That's where you'll find those 16,000 other crafty friends. And then the other one is the MFT Buy Sell Trade page. That's strictly for retired products. So if you find something that you loved that we don't carry it anymore because it is retired, you can go ahead and you can post what you're in search of there. And we have friends all across the globe that will go ahead, and if they're not using it anymore, they sell it to you at what they bought it for plus shipping. And it's a great way to continue to recycle stamps and dies and continue that crafty journey. So you can find us over on any of those social media pages, and we try to be as active as possible. And make sure that you just tag us at MFT Stamps so that we can share your artwork on our stories and our pages.
All right, thank you so much. So ladies, can I ask you to say Pilipinas, mabuhay?
Philippines, mabuhay!
Wasn't that an amazing, amazing video, right? So I was able to actually get to know more about the company and how they actually run the company. And I am really actually happy to note that it's like one big happy family in MFT. And I know that you're probably asking, where's the store video, right? So where are the stuff? Where are the goodies? Okay, don't worry, because coming up next is another video where I actually take you to a tour, okay, of the actual MFT boutique. So don't forget to actually follow me or subscribe to me if you are not yet subscribed, so that and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that when I do actually upload new videos, that you will get notified. With that, thank you so much and have a great day.